What's going on, everybody? Trev Wilson here. Welcome back to the Bourbon Wrench. Today, 2 bottles, 1 review. That's right, Jack Daniel's Bonded Whiskey. You got the regular old Jack Daniel's Bonded. You got the Jack Daniel's Triple Mash, both bottled in bond. Let's get into it. So just to recap both of these bottles, the Jack Daniel's Bonded Tennessee Whiskey, just the regular old Bonded, is just a regular Bonded, I guess. The Triple Mash Bonded is a blend of bonded American malt, rye, and Tennessee whiskey. Blended together, all bonded, bam. So they are a little bit different. I think that's a cool way to do something a little bit different. Take something like this and make it a little more unique. They are around the same price. I think the regular bonded was lower 30s. This was mid 30s. So still, I think in the budget realm of things, which I honestly think that's pretty cool. I like that they're doing that, especially with some of their other offerings. I think you have, the Jack 7s that are the super budget, meant for shooting and mixed drinks type. And then you got the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel, that starts at $50, and then you move on to the Single Barrel Barrel Proof, which is even more. So I think this is a good middle ground of, I'm going for budget, but I'm still, a connoisseur. Both of these bottles coming in at a 700 milliliter bottle. Don't know what that's all about. If someone knows, why they're doing that, or if they're gonna continue, I don't know. I don't really know why they chose to do that. For little small hand people like me, I got these little baby hands. I like it. It makes me feel empowered. It just makes the bottle look bigger in my hand, The bottle itself, love it. The whole embossing on the front of the bottle, the back of the bottle's embossed. Friggin' marketing. Just reminds me of an old school bottle. I think it's super cool. So let's just get right into these. I want to try them both, see how I think of both of them, how they compare to each other. So we'll start over here with the regular bonded in the black label, in the black Bourbon Wrench Kinsey. Leave a comment down below if you're one of the few people who have one of these. On the nose, yeah, it's pretty dang good. It's like a nutty, it almost, just from memory, reminds me kind of the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. And that's kind of going back to what I was saying earlier, that you got the Jack 7 line of things, and then you got the Single Barrel line of things. I think those are 2 different branches of the Jack tree. This seems to be more in line with the Single Barrel stuff, to me. I mean, honestly, it's exactly what you think of just a bourbon. This is the most bourbon-y bourbon. Just caramel, little oak, some nuttiness, which, I don't know, maybe that's not super normal. But it's good, and it's welcome. On the palate, the nuttiness is extremely elevated. I think that's the first thing. It's just like it punches you in the tongue with this nutty, just heavy nut. The sweetness, so kind of the Jack Daniel banana nutty that I get on a lot of the single barrels. I think that's there, except for the banana is way down and the nutty's way up. It just seems like a rougher around the edges single barrel to me, but I like the single barrel and I'm cool with that, I guess. Let's get into the triple mash. In the regular wrench Glencairn, comment below if you have one of these. On the nose, triple mash. Ooh, totally different. They are totally different. Let me just go straight back into this one. Yeah, this is like a nut bomb, a nut factory. In this, it's like it's not even the same product at all. You need to go into this just because they're both bonded, just because they're both Jack Daniels. They're totally different. Like the noses are wild. That nuttiness is pretty much gone, or if it's there, it's so well blended into the nose that you can't even tell. I think this one's much brighter. I think it has a lot more vanillas coming through, whereas maybe the regular bonded had a lot more heavy caramel nut. So triple mash seems a bit spicier too, which, I mean, if I'm understanding this right, it's a blend of rye, like bottled and bond rye, I guess, you know, so there's some spicy characteristics to this, a lot brighter, a lot fresher notes coming through. It's totally different, so let's taste it. It's a roller coaster of flavors on the tongue. I think this is intricate. I think it's definitely more complex than the regular bonded. The very front sides of my tongue is almost like that rye spice, almost a minty type of way that it burns the tongue, or I wouldn't even call it burn, like menthol tingle on the front of the tongue. In the middle, some of that nuttiness shines back that was kind of here, way more toned down, way more, I would say, manageable, a little less nuts in your face, but again, a very sweet little banana note on the back of the tongue. This one's a journey. This one is, you know, more of a just warm-up palate. Maybe I just want to drink this after I get schlammered. Maybe I want to move on from my single barrel, move to this because I want to keep drinking. I think this one's more of a daily sipper type of, it has enough going on, it's complex enough that I want to drink this and enjoy it and think about it, or whatever you want to do with it, fondle it, play with it. I think it's good. I think for the price, it's great. So let me get into my final thoughts on these. I personally like both of them, so I bought both. I will continue to buy both. I think for the price that they're at, they're worth a try. I will put a little caveat to that note. I've had some people actually ask me what I think about these bottles. My store has them at like $45, $50. These are $30 bottles, okay? Don't go and spend Jack Daniel's single barrel price for one of these. It's just, why? Go buy the single barrel. It's better. But the niche, the market these are going for at that price and what they're trying to do, I think they're great. So you need to know that going into it. These are kind of a budget option between the two. If you ask me which one I think tastes better, I will say the triple mash. If you could only buy one, I would probably buy this one first. More complex, more flavors. Some of the same flavors, just done better, a little more cohesive. You know, this one, I still think it's good. I can see people maybe being turned off. It's not put together as well. But then again, it's like, I don't know, compare this to Jack 7. This is gonna be better. So if you're a Jack Daniels fan, or you just wanna try something new and budget friendly, I mean, just buy both of them. So there we have it, guys. Thanks for watching. That's my thoughts and opinions of the Jack Daniels bonded releases that are coming out, that are out. So keep your eyes peeled if you haven't tried them. Take this all with a grain of salt, and most importantly, try them yourself to formulate your own opinion. This video is brought to you by the Bourbon Wrench Patreon page. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my current Patreon members who choose to support me. If you're interested in something like Patreon, I just want to let you know we have all sorts of merchandise. We have glasses, coins, hats, coasters, flasks, pretty much anything that you can put a logo on. I've friggin' done it, and I'll continue to do it, or I'll try it. So you can join for as little as $1 a month, and depending on which tier you join at will determine which merch item or items you get. And lastly, most importantly, coming soon, Bourbon Wrench barrel picks. We have multiple in the works right now, and at this rate, things are gonna be ramping up a lot. So, and until next time, guys, I'm Trev Wilson. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.